customers are continuously assessing processes, technology, or vendors using the questionnaire features of SYNERGi. The questionnaires have been improved to allow collaboration from multiple employees, and recently a pre-submission review has also been introduced, which allows for the optional review of questionnaire responses before the final submission. This is especially important when dealing with compliance or vendor risk levels that are updated automatically as a result of the answers given. The review process allows for the rejection of specific questions as well as the decline of the questionnaire as a whole. Once every question has been accepted, the review process will be complete and the questionnaires can then be submitted. First, let's look at how to ensure a questionnaire undergoes a pre-submission review. When you attach a questionnaire to an applicable object, i.e. a vendor, pen test or compliance assessment, there will be an option called Require Pre-Submission Review. Set this to yes if you wish the questionnaire to undergo a pre-submission review. Once you set this option to yes, an additional field will appear that will allow you to choose who you wish to review the questionnaire. The reviewer could be an entirely new user. If you select this option, you will need to provide the contact details of the person you wish to review the questionnaire. They will then be sent a user registration email when the questionnaire is sent out. The reviewer could also be an existing user, i.e. one who is already logged within the system. In the case of vendor questionnaires only, you can assign the primary contact to be the questionnaire reviewer. This should be used when the vendor questionnaire contains a preliminary questionnaire, so the primary contact can delegate out the sections of the questionnaire and then review them once they have been completed. You can change the reviewer of the questionnaire should you wish to. To do so, navigate to the questionnaire responses section, find the questionnaire you wish to reassign the reviewer for, and click on the edit button to find a new reviewer. Just a heads up, you can only reassign the reviewer if the questionnaire has a status of either not opened or in progress. Once the questionnaire is in review, you cannot reassign the reviewer. If you have been assigned as the reviewer for a questionnaire, here is a quick intro as to how you can conduct a pre-submission review. Once a questionnaire, or a section of a questionnaire, has been completed, it will then enter the in review phase. The reviewer will then receive an email informing them that a questionnaire is ready to be reviewed by them. This email contains a link which, when clicked, will navigate the reviewer directly to the review page for the questionnaire. Just a heads up, if the reviewer does not have a SYNERGi account, they will be sent a user registration email asking them to set up an account in order to access the questionnaire they need to review. Within the questionnaire review page, the reviewer can look at all of the responses given, as well as review any of the supporting materials that have been provided. These supporting materials can include comments, evidence, and even remediation actions. Just a heads up, if you wish to view the evidence that has been attached to a response, you can click on the file name and download a copy. If you are happy with the response provided, you can click on Accept. You can also update the response or add and remove any of the supporting materials before the response is submitted. Please note, any changes to the response will be tracked within the question activity section of the page to ensure full transparency of the question procedure. However, you may feel that a response cannot be accepted and needs to be worked on, in which case you can reject a response. When you click on the reject button, you will need to provide a justification as to why this response has been rejected and perhaps include pointers as to what the response should be or what supporting materials should be included. Once a response has been marked as rejected, the questionnaire cannot be submitted as completed and you will need to send the questionnaire back to the recipient. When you click on Send Back to the Recipient, you will be given the choice to send the questionnaire back to the original recipient or to a new user. Just a heads up, when you send back the questionnaire, it will be moved from the in progress status back to in review, and as the reviewer, you will no longer be able to edit the responses of the questionnaire. The recipient will then receive an email informing them that the questionnaire has been rejected, along with the justification provided by the reviewer as to why the questionnaire has been rejected. When the recipient then accesses the rejected questionnaire, they will only be able to view and edit the questions that have been rejected. The accepted responses are essentially locked, and only the rejected questions can be worked on. The rejected questions will still contain the original responses and supporting materials so they can be used for reference. The rejection justification message provided by the reviewer will then appear in the rejection justification section of the page. Just a heads up, as the recipient of the questionnaire, you can invite other users to collaborate on the question if you require assistance or additional materials. Once the rejected question has been worked on, it can then be submitted for review again. The questionnaire can go between the in progress and in review stages as many times as the reviewer requires it to do so. Only when the responses for every question within a questionnaire or within a questionnaire section have been accepted, then the questionnaire can finally be submitted as completed. Once completed, the reviewer can no longer make any changes to the responses, and the post-submission review can begin. And finally, a few additional notes regarding the pre-submission review process. The pre-submission review is an optional feature, and questionnaires do not have to undergo this process if it is not required. Any remediation actions created during the pre-submission review will be in draft and do not appear within the platform. Only when the question is marked as complete do the actions become active and appear within the various action-related sections. When a user is assigned to review a questionnaire, when they navigate to the Review Questionnaires page, they'll only be able to view the questionnaires that they have been assigned to. If you have any questions regarding the pre-submission review, please consult the user guide within the platform or contact the IRM support team. Thank you for watching.